Thank you so much for being here today and for creating all of the amazing worlds that you've made in Altspace. How many years have you been working on worlds in Altspace?
Well, I've been in Altspace probably for 3 years,
Uh huh.
and I've been building probably for 2 years, I think. I really started building when I started to discover Unity
Uh huh.
and be able to import assets into here as well as use the in-world building tools. So,
And what was the first kind of inspiration for you to start building, or what were your earliest uh, artistic cues?
yeah, so the first time I really little light bulb went off in my head. It was bumping into another builder in here that was new to Altspace, and his name was Shushu,
Mm-hmm.
and he basically made me realize that you don't have to build spaces using the templates. You don't have to um, build buildings or apartments or things that we see in the real world. That you pretty much have a new space that you know the sky's the limit, and there's really no sky unless you put one in here. So the reality is it's a blank slate. And so if you think about it that way and you build that way, then you're not limited by those um, confines that we see in the real world. So
Absolutely.
that's kind of inspired me to build a musical journey. So
And I was just thinking, do you, in your, physical space, do you have any particular artistic practices, or was this kind of something newer for you in terms of your creativity?
Uh, well, probably it was a newer avenue for me as a creative outlet, for
Mm,
sure. But music has always been kind of in the background in my family
uh-huh.
and the friends that I hang around with. And so I enjoy karaokeing and doing that in even VR here in Altspace. That's a big thing that we do here.
Absolutely.
And so I would say the music was really the inspiration for me. So taking a piece of music, I started with my niece's music. Her
Mm-hmm.
name's Grace Barnard,
Mm-hmm.
and two of the worlds we'll see today are ones that I created for her. And I brought her in here, and she was just amazed to see how I adapted her music to a visual space. So it was quite exciting to see that. Um,
Incredible. And so let's, I'm going to scan around over here. Do you want to tell me about this space that
sure.
we're in right now?
Yeah, sure. This is kind of our entry point today for this kind of. Typically, it's a self-guided musical journey, and this is really the matrix. So, what we'll do is we just have to make sure we turn on our flight tool before we go on the musical journey, because a lot
Got
of
it.
the space you fly in, and then we go through. There's going to be a blue door up there, and this is really just kind of taking you through the matrix. At one point, I held actually the Matrix in the Matrix. So I built a little uh, studio in here, and I hosted an event, and we watched the Matrix in the Matrix. And I thought that was the best thing ever. So
That is.
yeah,
I love that.
yeah, yeah,
All right. So should I follow you?
yeah. Sure. So we're gonna go. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna go through the door, the blue door. You'll see these blue doors throughout these
Uh
spaces,
huh.
and
Uh huh.
pretty much we can just explore the music and the spaces as we go through the journey, and then it's up to you how many worlds you'd like to see today.
All right. Here we go.
Come along.
We're flying into the matrix. This is great. Look at the layers.
Hey, you've now entered the matrix.
Well, this is where we're all going to be in a couple weeks.
Exactly. We're gonna be digital. This is actually I should have ended the journey here. Should have began it.
It's perfect. It's one and zero. Oh, nice. We've got a
Okay.
door.
There we go. So we're gonna go, and I'll see you on the other side.
All right. Beautiful.
Amplify do, so we should be able to talk in here.
Great.
This space is for Chuck Love. So Chuck Love is a
Nice.
fellow Altspacer, and this is one of his songs. And I basically started with this song. It built in this world, and you can turn on the lights and explore it. Pick up one of these airplanes if you like, and just explore the space.
Oh, look at that. Oh, this is so great. This is great.
Grab an airplane.
The music takes a hold of me, sets my spirit free. Soul symphony. The music takes a hold of me, sets my spirit free. Soul symphony. The music takes a hold of me, sets my spirit free. Soul symphony. When I feel hard times coming on, I ask myself, what went wrong?
That's a
What
fun
can I
space. I
do
like this
to
one.
ease my mind?
I love these paper airplanes.
Make it right.
These
Yeah.
are great.
So much joy in your melody. Your rhythm brings
All right.
something out
Let's
of
make our
me.
way to
As the
the door.
darkness falls,
Okay.
stars will shine. You raise my spirit.
All right.
I'm good.
Each and every
Sounds
time.
great.
Music takes a hold of me.
What a
Sets my
fun
spirit
space.
free. Soul symphony. The music takes a hold of me. Sets my spirit free. Soul symphony. The music takes a hold of me. Sets my spirit free. Soul symphony. The music takes a hold of me. Sets my spirit free. Soul symphony.
This is a world built for Saturn machine, and the song's called Hanging Out.
Hanging out.
This is, Hanging Out. So a lot of the, I don't know if you can hear the song yet.
Oh,
but
yeah, it's great.
Can you fly around in here?
Yeah, it's groovy.
Grab a mushroom if you like.
Okay. Oh my goodness. You certainly can.
Throw that, Tucker. There you go. That's what we do.
Fantastic. What a fun. So there's so many interesting elements to this world and to what we're seeing right now. Can you like describe a couple of the things that you've got in here? So we've got mushrooms that you
Oh,
can
sure.
throw, and
Yes.
what else is
You can fly
happening?
in this. There used to be an MRE in here where you could, there were guns and you had masks on. You can go around and shoot each other. This is here.
Yeah, like a
was
laser
fun.
tag. Uh-huh.
Yeah. One of the MREs. And then it's really just kind of hang around the space. Space is really a lot of the music in here. I think I spent probably 8 hours. When I build a world, I start with a blank space.
Uh-huh.
And then I start building based on what I hear out of the song. And so a lot of the elements here are verses and things that you'll hear in the song.
Oh, nice.
I spent like about 8 hours probably building just in here and then importing stuff that I heard from the song and then applying it to the space. So that's kind of how I built. You've got some mushrooms you can throw, and there's, you can fly around the space and just kind of enjoy the song.
This is fun. Yeah, this song's
Yeah.
great. I really like this. I like the mix of all these things, the fire and the lasers
Yeah, you turn on flight if you like.
and the bubbles.
Yeah, turn your flight on, and then you just got to go through the door if you'd like to go see another one of the worlds.
And the particles. There's like so much cool stuff in here.
Oh,
Wow,
you're
thank
welcome to
you.
come along with us if you like. We're just gonna
And
keep
the-
going through these doors here.
Space sharks.
So Rebecca, let's take a look at the next world if you like.
Okay, sounds great.
So this is my niece's song called Polaris. Grab yourself a pair of wings, compliments
Oh,
of Nira,
nice. Okay.
and then we'll fly around the Earth with me. Come
All
take
right.
a flight. Over here, the right of
Look
you.
at these beautiful wings. How could I even choose a color? I don't know. These green ones look fun. And so
Check in
Nira
the mirror,
has
make
made
sure they
this
look good.
fantastic wings. Oh yeah, they
There you
match
go.
my hair.
They look great. Hey, come with me.
All right. Wow. Look at this beautiful space. And so we can just go and fly and explore.
There, I just amplified you there.
Thank you. That's good because outer
Yeah, it's
space
nice
is
to
kind of
get.
big.
It is. It's nice to take a look back at the Earth. Just realize how
Yeah. Go right out in space.
gives you a different perspective.
Oh, I like your comets.
Oh,
There's different elements that are moving, so even in this really simple space, it's very dynamic. And I think that's the wonderful part of these worlds, is that you can just allow yourself to be part of the environment without feeling like you need to go or do any specific thing. You can really be like that, almost like a little dandelion blowing around in the wind.
yeah,
Look at that.
it's whimsical because there's probably nothing really moving around in space. But
It's very nice. You get a beautiful view of the entire planet. You can fly around the whole thing.
yeah, you know what it reminds me of is on my Rift, Google Earth.
Yes.
Google Earth, I used to I would do yoga and then I would fly out on the top of Google Earth and I would sit on top of the Earth.
Oh, what a
And that's
beautiful
really
idea.
What I did, and you saw the Earth like this, it was kind of like this. This really reminded me of that when I started bringing this in. I was like, kind of like people on the Quest don't necessarily experience Google Earth,
Right.
but when you get out there and you sit on the Earth and you see it in all its grandeur, it's just beautiful.
Oh, man. Oh, that's just, yeah.
Okay, come along. We got another world to visit.
All right. All right.
Here we go.
Wave goodbye. Well, this is a beautiful space. Tell me about this one.
Thank you. This one is again Grace Barnard, my niece, and this is her song called "Heart of Truth."
Beautiful.
And if you have flight on, you can come grab an umbrella and
So pretty.
We shared our dreams,
Nice.
our hopes and
So you can just go and pick an umbrella.
and whispered secrets no one is meant to
to hear. But now that there's distance, I see how different these things can appear. When the truth becomes clouded, it all becomes perfectly clear. I can't hold on to the things that are true.
I'm going to take a picture of you.
Believe anymore.
Yay.
There's no pretending that we're never ending. It's something that we can't ignore.
Pretty.
How beautiful.
I won't expect anymore.
This
I
one-
just love this space.
This one, I originally started experimenting with these umbrellas, and I absolutely love rain. And then one of the things I find most impactful in building worlds is sound, and having a visual effect, a simple skybox. And really, the very simple worlds that I build, but the music and the sounds, and it just tries to bring you in.
I agree. This is such a beautiful experience, and I love it's so dynamic, and yet because it's there's a safety in what you do, as in once you kind of encounter the world and you see what's happening, you can relax into it. I know like not all your worlds are the same, but I think that what you've created with this musical experience is that, you're allowing people to delight in the direction they want to go in, and you're kind of giving them a space to do that. And it's so wonderful that in Altspace and in these VR worlds, there's so much variety, and a lot of it is, like you were saying earlier, it's very built and very full, and that's amazing and immersive, but also so is this. And you can have some beautiful emotional moments. In fact, I remember visiting this world quite some time ago with a large group of friends, and it was beautiful to watch everyone flying around with the umbrellas. And
With umbrellas.
yeah,
Yes.
so
Wonderful.
sweet.
When you can share that experience. I had another world with balloons in it. Same type of thing. It's just
Yes.
it's a thing you can share with others, or you can just by yourself, and it's all up to you.
Yes,
And
I'm
a
going
lot
to
of
give you
times,
some hearts for that.
People will come together. They would come together, and they would, all of a sudden bump into each other, and then continue the journey, and then maybe they end up at some other event or something, or.
That's right.
Yeah.
It is. It's also, that's a good point. This is sort of like a third space, in a way, for Altspace and for VR. Beautiful. Well, okay, so what's next on our journey?
Let's keep going, if you'd like.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go.
So this song
Okay.
is called Angel Boost.
Nice. And so here we have a beautiful snowy scene. And what is the skybox? Do you happen to know what the image is?
It's just a beautiful skybox. I spent hours and hours and hours just looking around for. It was one of the unique things in Altspace as well, is the ability to bring in skybox into here, and how it just changes the space.
It really
so
does.
I spent a lot of time just finding ones that would actually seam together a little bit. Some of them don't 100%, but they're just so beautiful that you can't resist but bring them in.
Yeah, I love
but
your
yeah.
skyboxes. You're absolutely right, and you can tell that they're very well chosen. And there's so much part of the world experience, and especially in these places where it isn't necessarily an outdoor cloud, sunny sky.
Right.
It's something
Yeah.
different.
Yes. And it's so funny because it's the hello. Um, what happened was I actually got myself a 360 camera, and I'll show you one of the worlds. And I made my own skybox with
Oh, perfect.
sky with that because I was so much into the power of a skybox and how
Agreed.
it can change the whole feel vibe of anything.
Agreed.
Let's take another look through the door if you like.
Yeah, this one,
This
oh
one you
my
can
goodness.
fly. Looks like person over here is gonna choose some wings and fly around.
Oh, great. So we've had someone else pop into the world here, and yeah, what color wings should we have this time? Very nice. Hi. I don't know. Sure, maybe these bright pink ones. Oh, look.
There you go. Yeah, this one has a mirror.
That's great.
Yeah, just the other thing is because it ends up on that popular list in Altspace, the more people that are in a space, it'll show up on the popular space list, and then more people come. And
Right.
then next thing you know, there's a whole bunch of people. That's what used to happen when there was more of a base of actual people in Altspace. But right now, as it gets closer to the end, there's less and less people in here, of course. But that's what used to happen.
Oh yeah. And we still
Yeah.
even saw that the other day. There,
Yeah.
it's been nice this last week. I will say there have been some folks popping up that we haven't seen for a while, and so that's been a nice little, here and there. And so that's been nice to share some moments. And
Perfect.
so I've just got to say I love you've got snow here, but also these beautiful glimmering
Particle
orbs.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is Nico. So what happened is, I don't know what it was, over a year ago, there was a lot of the worlds died in Altspace because they updated their,
Right.
their
The URP.
and the URP exactly, and the
Yeah.
pipeline. So when they did that, a lot of worlds, even my worlds, a lot of them just kind of broke, and so I didn't recreate them. But at that time, the community came together and started to bring in kits and share kits and materials with one another so that we could build back up the spaces. So again, very collaborative community of artists here. And that's a wonderful thing. Compliments of Nico. And with Nero with these wings. There's so many beautiful elements that the community shares. The doors over there, I think that is
Mason.
some Mason, exactly. So
Yeah.
within that, the builder tools became plentiful, and a lot more particle effects and things of that nature were at your fingertips to build with. That was lovely.
It's so true, and it's funny because so the doors I've used in one of my worlds, and I love them, and that whole kit of his is outstanding.
Yeah.
And I thank you for stating that about that explosion of new things that happened sort of later last year and later 2022. This new
Yes.
feature got turned on, and so all of a sudden we had this massive amount of wonderful people sharing their creations for people to build worlds from. And it really, the same thing happened with me. I got all these templates and kits and effects, and I'm still creating The platform's going to be gone in a week, and I'm still creating because
Right.
I still see. So it's funny because these particles are like, whoa, I want to put them in a
What can I do
world.
with them? They're so beautiful. I know, and that's what happens. It's the doors. Oh my gosh, I can put a door in here now. I didn't have a door before. It's like wonderful. I'm like, thank you for the door. You know, it's not just a portal you go through anymore. So,
The doors
yeah,
are very
amazing.
fun. Well, thank you
Yes,
so much
yeah,
for
so
this.
much.
What was the name of this world again?
This one's Angel Boost.
Angel Boost.
Yeah.
Well, I feel very boosted by this gentle, by Coupon Boy.
Yep.
Wonderful.
And there's 3 other ones here, all with Coupon Boy,
Uh-huh.
and they're all just acoustic. They're just acoustic recordings, nothing like professional on the next 3 worlds, but it's up to you if you want to continue.
These are great. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Well, let's
All
take a
right,
look.
so follow her
of,
to the door. Oops.
Here we go.
So it says, try your hand at fire eating. This looks very adventurous.
Oh, careful. You might get close to your head. See?
Let's see if I can pick
I don't
it
know
up.
if you can grab it from me. Oh, it fell.
Oh,
Yep,
I got
grab
it.
on the ground.
I got it.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness. Now I think these might be the torches from Andy.
Yes, I think so. They have sound effects to them. They're very.
So I'm going to bring this torch up to the side of my ear. And yes, you can hear the fire.
And there's smoke? Yes.
Woo.
Love it.
It's so... Oh, I dropped that one. All right, well, let's see. And this giant horse is incredible. Are we in like the Horsehead Nebula?
Yeah, exactly. I know this is on fire. Look at the age of the skybox. The other thing is, some people get scared when they come into my worlds. I had, not scared, but I had one gentleman. He said, I love going into your worlds, but can you put something for me to stand on? Because I'm afraid of height. And so, in most of my worlds, I'll have you come in on a rock or a little mat. And I put that in for people like him that might want to just stand in one spot and not necessarily fly and or walk around. So,
Cheers to that.
yeah.
Well, thank you. And that's also a great point, just about sort of where, as an artist, you can accommodate a variety of people, you know, within your artwork without really feeling like you're compromising the experience you want people to have.
Absolutely. And the same with building worlds, depending on the platform they come in on. If they're on a PC and they can't walk up a step easily, you try to make worlds where you're taking that in consideration, that they're on a PC versus in VR. If that platform accommodates that, so that you want them to be able to navigate as easy as they can. Not that the experience is exactly the same, because it's more immersive in VR, clearly, but they can still see and get a sense of it with the sound and the visual effects are all through the PC. And so making it so that you can explore that space easily in the PC as well as in VR without having to get stuck. You have to take that in consideration as well.
Fantastic. Well, I'll toast you with this torch.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
There you go. Onward, through the door.
Onward.
This one?
Yeah, I love this. Okay, so which world are we in?
This is Sanctuary by Coupon Boy. And what we'll do here is the door is through there. So we're just gonna
Ooh,
follow and grab some fireworks as we go walking through. Hello.
sounds great.
Hi, Wicker. You want to come for a journey with us?
Hey, Wicker,
This
good to
is
see you.
Sanctuary.
I'm filming KBot in some of her worlds. So here are the famous Altspace fireworks.
Yes. Love them.
And this is so fun because it's a lot of times you'll have a firework box that someone will kind of hide in a spot, but here you can really watch the fireworks go and kind of see the full effect.
Yeah.
That's really fun. Oh, wow.
There you go.
I
It
was
went along the floor. That was great. Oh,
I was giving a talk one time. Oh, wait, let me try that again.
Get at. Look at.
That's so cool. That's nice.
Almost there.
Keep flying, you're almost there.
Right. Sanctuary.
Oh, look. Oh, look. So all of a sudden we've come out from this all dark space and now we have a giant heart. This is
Yeah,
great.
when you look back, you can't really see your journeys. I put planes in between so that.
Okay, I'm going to take a slow look back.
Yeah.
And look at those giant flowers. Wow.
And there's a lovely comet type effect.
Yeah, these are really fun.
Zooming.
But these comets, you chose them so well. They look just like the flowers that they're sort of jumping out of.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the last world I'm going to show you, we're going to go through the door in a moment. And it's
Okay.
the one where I my own skybox in.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
it's very simple, but it's the last song of Day's Journey, but it's also by
Okay.
Coupon Boy. And the next song is going to be called Seated.
All right.
So I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll have some cute fireworks on the way out.
Yeah, so that's kind of a theme. Each one has a little theme, right? So this one is the kind of fireworks tied you through. There we go.
And this door is a giant door.
Yes.
Sweet. Oh, look at
This is
this.
Seated.
And you see, your world is so simple, and yet everything that you create, kind of has a very loose instruction. You know, it's optional, but you're giving just these very nice, simple thoughts about what you can do in the space, and it still allows people to discover on their own, but also for people who, you know, it's like you jump in, it's like, well, what do I do? You know, and so you're kind of offering a suggestion, and I enjoy that a lot. And sometimes with whether you're going around in VR by yourself or with a group, you know, whether it's a more formal tour or not, I think sometimes people need just a little bit of a gentle incentive. So I
Agreed.
think you're so successful at that.
Yeah. It's playful. It's playful and it's an inviting space. So I think people, they just feel comfortable. They don't feel, you know what I mean? Whether they're in a group or they're by themselves, like they're inviting spaces, and it's also an experience. I think that's also a key thing that Shushu taught me, is to just not think about world building as building in a world, because there's many worlds in Altspace and they don't get as much activity or frequency. But when you create an experience like this, which it takes you from, in this case, it's a journey of music, really.
Yes.
And when you create that experience, then people can experience that together by themselves. It's not just going to a world and exploring just a world, right? You're now drawing them in, and I think that's what this musical journey does, and it's a little bit different. I think Shu does when he builds his worlds as well. He has kind of an animation. There's all sorts of layers to his worlds, and a lot of thought goes into them.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, it's so true. And that's what I'm so grateful to be able to spend some time with you today and to see your amazing work, and I think that what you do, you know, you're right, there are many worlds, many builders, but just through what you've been talking about today, we've been really able to explore all kinds of ways that people can create experiences that are going to encourage some playfulness and are going to encourage some reflection, but in what kind of feels like a gentle way. Of course, it depends on the music. You know, we've done just a selection of your worlds today, and there are so many more that you've built, and it's going to be hard to wish them goodbye, but I'm sure that you'll be building in other spaces. Have you given consideration yet to what other platforms you might be looking at?
At this point, I'm just enjoying Altspace and the material that I built. I don't know if I'll be able to get it out because it was built in Altspace, and that's one of the downsides of building within a space and just bringing in kits versus building in a template. But to me, that's my passion. I really enjoy being able to move things around and change it and be in the space and interact with the space and the music. So at some point, maybe VRChat, maybe Banter. It really depends on how those platforms are when it comes to working with them, which I haven't explored yet. So we'll see.
Yeah, there's so much to think about, and I agree. I've been also trying to just enjoy the moments here in Altspace while we can, and I'm still, like I said, I'm still building as well, because there's so many beautiful things to explore. In fact, even just this morning on Discord, Akumi, who's a well-known creator here, he just posted a new sort of mini festival, and he invited everyone to take a free template that he has for the Cordoba Festival of floral patios in Spain. And so he said, here, everyone, here's this template, you know, be part of my thing. If you make a world within a week, we'll have a one-day showcase. And how about that? You know, so even still in our last week, we're having, and so now I'm like, oh no, because I want to build another world with his templates.
Yeah, and I think Mason just dropped another kit, and he was laughing. He's like, well, why not? Why not, right? And it was like, wow, awesome.
Thumbs up for them.
Yeah.
Well, let me take a look up with my head. Yeah.
This
Oh,
was
yeah. Tell
my
me about this.
well, this I took with the 360 camera,
Uh-huh.
and I just put it down in the woods. And I just I'm gonna explore more with that in different
So
places.
pretty.
But
Do you know what
very
kind of
simple.
trees we're looking at?
No, local trees.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Well,
there
something
could
I've
be
lived
on here.
I've lived in different parts of the
Yes.
country, and so I always
Mhm.
just, enjoy the different trees that are around, and so this is just a beautiful scene. And it's also, you're right, I very much enjoy taking 360 photography and then using those skyboxes. And here you're conveying a forest scene that could be a variety of places, but you can also use them to convey really specific places. I've used some 360s as recreation kind of moments, and so those were also fun. And for me, it was like a vacation. You get to relive your vacation by building
There
a
you go.
world.
Yes. Agreed. Yeah. That's awesome.
And I'm a beach person. What can I say? Love forests, but I'm a
Perfect.
beach person.
Yeah.
Well, so what's through
I'll
the
take
screen
sun any
door?
day. That will take you back to, I think, the beginning, or there's some other journey, but this is probably the end of the journey. But there is
The
many
end of our
other
journey.
worlds out there before they disappear
What
to be
could be
explored.
through that door?
But you
Well,
can go through. There's just different content, but it's up to you. But you can do that on your own if you like.
all right. Well, thank you again for your time today. This has been such a wonderful experience. I'm really going to treasure this. I'm feeling emotional.
Awesome. I'm very happy. It was fun going through it with you today. It brings back a lot of memories building.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again so much for
Awesome.
everything you've done. And yeah, I'm really getting emotional.